Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Keep playing hard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
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 Orbit. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Oh, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Flip it. At all costs.
Jameis to throw it. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
First carry now for Gus Edwards.
Run.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Easy. Make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Slam. Hatch it.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mighty. Here we go. Even. Blue Mighty. Know your job.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Sonic.
Check 59.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Hey, watch the slam.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flip it.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Robert Quinn able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Back. 5 on the 50.
Now Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Kamara has it stripped, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
Motion.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Blue draw corkers. Check. Kill. Blue.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Ingram.
He's coming.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
On 3rd down, it's Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
a gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Alert! Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Get your swerve on. Out.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
5-yard gain on the
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. We're scoreless after 1.
Hey, alert. Kill. 18. Kill. Turn up. We got it. Mike's 22.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky gonna let one fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see easy. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come. Deuce.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
It's 3rd down.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple team. Easy. Hey, on me. 56. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
On 3rd down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 44-yard line.
180. He's coming, Mike. I got him. Motion.
Kill.
Hey, ball.
Peek the edge.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Alert. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got him.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 12-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 27 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7. Saints
now
nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Winston, he'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Easy. Sonic.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Danny.
Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Powers through. Flush to his right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ready? Blue lady. White. You better bring it. Check. Check hot, right?
3rd and long for Winston. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Robert Quinn, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This is Cohen. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Motion. Check 18. Fresno.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
180. I'm trying to collect. Shift. Check nickel. 18.
Here's Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Alert. It's a party now.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Alert, 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 alert.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On first down, Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there, a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As the Bears push further out in front. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Saints, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, stop.
Switch gears. Watch safety. Screaming. Safety screaming.
Hey.
Watch
5 on the 50.
Yeah, watch out.
5 on the 50.
They're coming.
Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Demir Bird, 52 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
57.
Hey, alert. It's been a long day for you.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
57's the mic.
Throwing here, Trubisky.
Get ready.
Steps away to it. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down
Ready.
and 10.
58's Mike.
You don't want this. That's SOS. Sonic. SOS. SOS. Check 52. And 58 is a mic. Where'd we go?
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you. Easy. Hey. I'm coming after you.
Kamara.
Check 25.
Safe.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete.
That's it, baby.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Alert.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get it.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Sit up, 180.
57's the mic. Let's go, let's go.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Check. Red, up.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Show an 8. Check motion.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check 49.
On first down, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Bears 28, Saints 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he's taking it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They try again with Cohen, leaping over him. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
57 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Check.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Flip it. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
It's our time. It's our time. 45 is the Mike.
Now Winston.
Come on, QB, come on.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Winston's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
45, Mike, 45.
Here we go.
45's the Mike.
One last shot now for Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Sonic. And 58 is a Mike. Go off. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Winston to throw. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.